Great to see you again. High quality problems. We all struggle with the mundane, and we can sometimes kind of get stuck in that. So I'm here to remind you that there are higher quality issues. Whether we struggle with keeping our house clean or having some sort of routines to our day, or wondering about what kind of person we'd like to date, I'm here to say that no matter how challenging it can be, it is so worth it getting that solved so that you can move on to the next level of issues. You know, if you set a baseline, you'll improve. But the great thing is that if you solve that challenge, on the other side, what awaits is higher quality issues. So instead of worrying about keeping the place clean, if you manage to do that, you might start finding ways to optimize your space, make some more room for a hobby, perhaps even have to face the challenge of which hobby do you really want to pursue and advance, and make more room for that, instead of figuring out a routine. Once you have a kind of daily schedule, and you suddenly find that you have time for a 30-minute reading session. Now you have to challenge yourself in thinking, what do you want to be reading? Instead of wondering what kind of person you want to date, you go on many dates, and then you find someone who offers their heart to you and wants to be your significant other. And then you have to ask yourself, is this the kind of significant other that I want to be with? You know, these are high quality issues that can, you know, they bring pain, but it's a much higher quality pain, and it's a luxury. I understand that. It's very challenging to solve some issues, as this channel's origin attests to. But sometimes we can become conditioned to the struggle. I know that when I was sick now, I had client cases and videos that I had to push forward, but I couldn't because my head was so fogged up. And it was so disheartening trying to make something happen and then just not having the strength and not having the will. And so when I got back to it, feeling a bit more fresh after getting my health back, it felt like a real drudging chore that wasn't going anywhere. One day then I just had this like kind of epiphany, like, hey, I'm making progress. I'm going forward little by little. I'm chipping off this block. And so it became so much easier and so much more rewarding working on those things. And you know, I'm getting closer. After this weekend, pretty much my entrepreneurial extras is going to be done, and then I can focus more on getting ready for my vacay, where I'm going to be traveling to Spain for a few weeks. The main takeaway here is to keep imagining a higher level. You know, don't get addicted to your struggles. Try to overcome them. And sometimes the power that you have is just to simply bring someone else into the picture who can help you, who has perspective or abilities that you might not have. We shouldn't shoulder our burdens all by ourselves, and you'd be surprised by how much people want to help rather than feeling it as a burden. But no one wants to be a burden and go out of their way to ask someone who they're not sure needs help or even wants help. So be honest with yourself, try to keep an open mind, and reevaluate your assumptions, because as history shows, challenging our assumptions can change the world. Yesterday I just gave a presentation, link below, about the past, present, and future of design and usability. We just have to keep moving forward. The future isn't handed to us, it's designed, it's created. And it's better to be part of that conversation. You know, don't feel like an outsider. And from my past, in my life experience, I can say that I went through most of my life feeling like an outsider to so much. But whether you believe that you can or cannot, most likely you're correct. Feed your own strength. Life is for the living. To make your mark.